But like I said on a community post on my main channel, which is Scottejaye, if you're not subscribed over there, make sure you go and subscribe. I want to keep the stream content separate from obviously the main edited content. So here's just some highlights from last night's stream where me and the boys, we sunk a lot of beers. Well, me, gin, obviously. And then we done some WoW quizzes. So I hope you enjoy.
It's about
right, back to the start. Let's do it.
About the Burning Crusade expansion.
Everybody in chat, get involved.
And then you'll have 5 seconds to answer whether it's fact
5
or
seconds?
crap. Then I'll give you a grade at the end of the video based on how many you got right. So
I can give them 3 seconds.
One of the best rotation warlocks was to spam Shadow Bolt and nothing else.
Oh,
true.
Well, they actually need Curse of
They had
Elements.
a couple of talents and abilities.
Hang on,
Rip,
it could be
fact.
louder,
Talent
apparently.
allowed them to sacrifice their succubus pet, which increased their shadow damage by so much that their highest DPS was literally to just spam Shadow Bolt and nothing else. TBC is when Blizzard removed magic immunities from bosses and resistance gear from raiding.
False. Motherfucking false.
Yeah, like I already feel the
There were
giant
still
claw.
some bosses like the Fell Reaver and Tempest Keep who were still straight up immune to schools of magic. The Fell Reaver was immune to all poison damage, for example.
But
And some fights
poison
still
really
required
magic?
resistance gear.
Like,
But the
Not
Burning
really.
Crusade was the last expansion that had the widespread use of resistance gear, as there was a little bit of it in Wrath of the Lich King and even a tiny bit of it in Cataclysm. So it wasn't the
I
expansion
love how these
that it
are all
fully
later
got.
years, and
With
they're like
Paladins
single
and
clears.
Shamans going cross-faction, TBC was the first expansion with no faction-specific abilities.
False.
That's false.
So false. Oh
True.
My God.
As soon as you, oh fuck off.
Crap.
Yeah.
Prior to the Burning Crusade, only Alliance players could be Paladins,
Trolling.
but with the addition of Blood Elves to the Horde, the Paladin class became available to both sides. In an attempt to keep the factions
Civil Blood,
separate,
Civil Vengeance
2
seals.
faction-specific seals were added to the game. Alliance Paladins got
Dude, I had
Seal
a
of
huge
Vengeance,
argument
and Horde Paladins
in
got
my
Seal of
chat
Blood.
last night at
And
4 in the
oddly
morning
enough,
about this
the two
seal,
seals
how it's
had
not
completely
fucking
different
mind-changing
game
or
mechanics.
whatever.
They didn't just have
Oh,
different
Seal of
names
Blood's
for the
crazy,
same ability.
'cause you
Also,
also
all
never
of the
able to get
priest
mana back,
races had their
'cause
own
you're doing damage to
specific
yourself.
spell unique to them.
Shh.
And
People are watching
Shamans
this.
still have faction-specific abilities
Are they
today,
watching it too,
with
yeah?
Heroism and Bloodlust.
They're trying.
The BM Hunter rotation was so simple, it could be macro to one
Facts. Facts.
Don't know.
Facts.
Never played Hunter. Don't like it.
Facts.
But I
button.
like it.
Fact. The BM
I'd
Hunter
probably go with
rotation
that.
was
I feel
basically
like
just
Flo
weaving
is
in
waiting for
steady
us to
shot with
answer.
auto shot.
He's just
And
trying
using
to
dual command on
yeah.
cooldown, which
I would
wasn't on the
actually
global
answer
cooldown.
myself, like you
And
just doing
making
it,
sure their
Scott.
pet was attacking the same target. All of this could be done on one macro at the time.
At the
And I
time.
have that macro on
Macro,
screen
yeah,
if you want to
sliding
know
breath.
what it looked like.
I didn't even
Alliance
know that.
players organized
This
a
is the macro.
widespread boycott of Alteric Valley because they kept losing to the Horde.
That sounds
that's
like a
false.
fact. That sounds to me like a fact. It's so specific.
Fact. Alliance
fuck.
players on a whole organized a boycott of the battleground in order to
'Cause
bring
there for a
attention to
while,
Blizzard a
Horde was
major
getting,
flaw
like,
of the battleground that
2-hour
was introduced with the
ABQs.
reinforcements mechanic being added to that battleground during this expansion. With reinforcements, the Horde could just turtle at Iceblood Graveyard and win every time with almost no chance of the Alliance
Dude, I
being
miss
able
the
to
days
break
of
through.
us getting the
So
ice-
to solve this
ice
problem,
giant
Blizzard
spawn or
moved
ice
the
king, whatever
Horde
the fuck
starting
he
point
was.
further back in the map,
Oh,
which
yeah,
made it a
yeah.
lot more difficult for Horde players to
same.
pull off the turtle method. And thanks to all of the other Alliance advantages, kind of balanced out the battleground and fixed the problem. Well, kind of. The battleground still kind of favored the Alliance, a little bit more than it did the Horde after that. At launch, some gear from Karazhan, the first raid of the expansion, was worse than heroic dungeon gear.
True, motherfucker.
True.
That's why 2.4.3 itemization is so
Fact.
much better.
Some pieces
Boom.
of gear from the first raid of the
That's fact
expansion,
as well.
Karazhan, were actually worse than some pieces of gear from heroic dungeons. So Blizzard put in a buff to the gear later on in the expansion.
You know,
so
I
that
didn't
it would
even know
actually
they
be
were going to
better
base this off
and
of
give
item
people
level.
a reason
I
to
was just
run
thinking about
Karazhan
stats in
over
general.
heroic dungeons. Before the Burning
Yeah, good
Crusade,
point.
gear didn't have any gem slots in them.
Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
yeah,
Joe
JC
crafting?
wasn't even a thing until TBC.
Fact. Jewel crafting was added
This
with
is
the
easy.
Burning Crusade, so gear with gem slots in
Yeah.
them.
But was
wouldn't
any
have
you sat
existed
waiting for a
before
really
jewel
weird
crafting.
item that no one's ever
Guild
found?
banks were added to the game with the Burning Crusade.
Fact, motherfucker.
True.
Yeah.
That's true.
Fact. 2.3? 2.2?
Fact. Before TBC, players
2.25.
would just trade everything with each
You know,
other.
I expected this to
Sometimes
be a
they would
lot
even have an
harder.
elf whose
Like,
sole
I haven't played
purpose was to
TBC
store
in like
stuff for the
15
guild.
years, so
Inscription, and by extension glyphs, were added to the game
False.
in the Burning Crusade.
That's
I
Wrath.
said it.
That's Wrath.
That's false.
Yeah.
Too early.
Yeah.
Just like me.
Crap.
Sneak
Inscription
that,
was
boys.
added with Wrath of the Lich King. Jewel crafting was added in TBC though, so there was a profession added to the game with this expansion.
We
It just
should've
wasn't
kept
Inscription.
Who has the
Kael'thas
lowest?
was
So
unkillable
whoever
when first
chugs a beer.
available because of a massive amount of bugs.
I
and
don't even think
overtuning.
I'm doing this right.
Shit,
I think that's
read.
false.
I could guess.
I think that's
Best-
true.
Fact.
Fact,
Best
there was
serious.
tons of
That
them,
one looks
but
like I'm
some
gonna be
of the
down there
bugs are
book-wise
kind of
for that.
interesting.
Because the
as
only one
one
I
of the
remember
bugs
being
was
really
solved
hard
by
was Lady
another bug.
Bash.
During the intermission
she was
phase, all of the
unkillable.
ads that died
Hey, Quick
will
Toes
come
losing,
back
by
to
the way.
life. But while they
That's
were
the first
dead,
one I
they
missed,
were
you
still
asshole.
gathering aggro, which meant they would make a beeline for the healers as soon as they
All right,
rezzed
new rule.
and kill
Flo
them.
has to answer
And
for
because of this
anybody
bug,
else.
it was impossible to
Okay.
kill Kael'thas. Until one of the tanks found out that the legendary staff, which drops during the fight, generated a tiny amount of threat whenever it was used. And the staff
Facts.
didn't have a cooldown, or even a global cooldown. So they could spam use the ability in a macro like 20 times per press in order to get aggro on all the dead mobs, which allowed them to counteract this bug
This lore is
with another
crazy.
bug. But they still couldn't kill the
That's the
fight
question.
because of a whole bunch of other things wrong with the fight that weren't fixed until an unannounced hot fix later on in the future.
Hot fix.
The barber shop, which allows you to change your hairstyle,
False.
was added
That's
to
false.
the Burning
Oh,
Crusade.
That's another Wrath piece. Another Wrath piece.
Ah, yes, another Wrath piece.
Crap. The
Wrath
barbershop was
was such
added
a
in Wrath
good
of the Lich King,
expansion, too.
so you couldn't actually change your
where it became
character's
more
hair for
casual.
the first two expansions. And then later on, the
Yeah.
barbershop got an
Every time I
upgrade
wanted
to
to
allow
change
you
my
to
hair, I
change
leveled
other
a new
things about
character,
your
but then it
character.
was
I
just
don't
changed.
like-
The average hardcore raider needed about 10
I don't
different
think anything
consumables
will
for
ever
each
beat
raid
the
night,
feeling of beating
as opposed
the
to the
Lich King on
4 we
25.
use
It's
today.
true. It's fact.
Flask, food buff, potions, and runes.
This is true, I think.
No, it's
No, I
crap.
don't think
Not
it
in
is.
2BC.
That's not.
No, that's
not
crap.
true.
That's crap.
Fact. Flasks
Let's
and
go.
elixirs could be used at the
Me
same
and
time.
Mitch know what we're talking
But not
about.
only
Cheating
that,
consumables?
you
No,
also have
this is
multiple
old.
elixirs
Yeah,
up
this
at the
is not
same time,
2.4.3
along with
though.
your flask,
Oh, no.
food buffs,
Of course
and
not.
a few other
Of course
random
not.
buffs.
Because
The
you
normal
had
raid
Guardian
buffs needed
Battle
for
Elixirs or
BFA
one
is
flask.
a flask, food buff, an augment rune,
Yeah,
and
exactly. It
potions.
depends what patch we're
An average
talking about.
raid of about 3 hours or so would require about 3 flasks and a 20 stack of food, potions, and runes. Now, on screen, I'll have a list of the average raid buffs a caster had to bring with them to raid. You could stack certain
yeah.
food buffs.
Because
there were a
casters bring
couple of
fucking
random
stamina
buffs out in the
Black
world that
Label.
gave you raid DPS
Yeah,
increases.
you
True,
could,
man.
you
plus all of
could,
the
but you
elixirs
won't
and
be able
flasks
to
you
in
had to
Classic.
bring. If you were a hardcore raider, you had to go out and farm all of these things for every raid night. Illidan was the final
hold on.
boss of the
Time
fight.
out. Let's
Wait.
I'm going back. You see this? So
Yep.
it's showing 2 elixirs plus a flask. That's not allowed.
No, it's
4
that's
elixirs.
Yeah, no, it changed.
You had to
It-
go out and
it-
farm
this
all
is
of
like
these
2.0.
things for every raid night.
Yeah, this is
Oh.
2.0.
Illidan was the final boss of the final raid of Black Temple. And that's why we have a Black Temple time walking.
The first part's true. I don't know about the second
I don't know.
part.
That's
No, because it
right.
weren't the final
Illidan
raid.
wasn't the
Don't
final
know.
boss of the expansion and wasn't
Final
even
boss
in
It
the
was
is
final
Scottejaye, I
raid.
don't know who was.
Despite all of the
Yeah.
marketing materials for the Burning Crusade featuring Illidan prominently. This didn't happen again until Warlords of Draenor, when Grom was promised to be the final fight at the end, and ended
Well,
up
it
as
said the
Archimon
final
the
fight
last
of
second.
Black Temple, didn't
The
it?
first
That's the
tier
final
of flying
raid.
mounts only increased your movement speed by 60%, and were
True.
very slow.
True, true.
That
Dog
shit
shit.
sucked.
That's the only one I had. So,
I gotta sneeze.
Fact, the default training of flying mounts only increased your movement speed by 60%, and were actually slower than epic ground mounts, and really incentivized trying to farm out the gold
Excuse me.
needed
So-
to buy
oh,
epic.
All right.
shoot, man.
I got something that. So
What are you, the director?
how would
I don't know.
Yeah,
He's
the
good. He's
director
good
had
at being a
control of
reaction
this.
Andy, though. I mean, he should be making these videos for a living.
So the thing is would it not be a good change for hashtag changes to where if you're on your flying mount but on the ground, it's 100%?
I think it would be a good change to make them 150% while they're flying.
No, that's crap.
No, that'd be too big of a difference. Like if they were 100% on the ground, 60% of the air, so you didn't have to swap your mounts. I feel like that would be a good change. That it wouldn't mean too much to break it.
Yeah, but
Oh,
100,
no,
100.
no,
If
no.
it's not quicker, you're not really upgrading your skill. You know what I mean? How can it go from 60% to 280?
Because you're
That's
in the
ridiculous. No,
And you
I
don't have
mean
to worry about
the
fighting
jump.
mobs.
The jump in speed is massive. You know, from 60%
It will
to
happen.
280 is huge. If it was 150 to 280, that's not as bad.
So it's almost like what it is now in actual WoW.
Yeah,
but come on-
exactly. Well, that's free.
Coming back to what Quicktose said, but them being 100% on the ground, I think they should make it 30% on the ground, because they have to save their energy
Shut up.
to fly in the
Shut
air
up,
and make
no.
it realistic. Yeah. Can I get a two in the chat?
I think they
how do
shouldn't
I,
have legs and they can't walk. 0%. When you're on the ground, you can't move.
Just cut their fucking legs off. They only have wings.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good Friday night.
flying,
Oh shit.
which was 280% movement speed, which was a gigantic improvement to the flying mounts.
huge.
The first tier of movement speed for flying mounts wasn't increased to 150% until Wrath of the Lich King,
probably
which is
watch
what
this.
it's at today.
When Raph got
With
everything
flying
right.
added to the game, outside of Outlands, you could only fly within major
False.
cities.
Crap.
No.
Crap.
Well, it's false.
Yeah.
Come on.
Was it
Crap.
such a fact?
You
Crap.
could only fly in Outlands during the Burning Crusade. All flying mounts would have this little caveat on them stating that they could only be used in Outlands. It wasn't until the revamp of the old zones with Cataclysm that players were allowed to use flying mounts in the
Yeah,
old
this
world.
is true or
But
false
that
is
revamp
pretty
didn't
easy.
apply to Silver Moon or the Exodar.
Oh,
and
that's
that's
some
why
really
you still
dodgy
can't fly
old
those
film.
Yeah,
major
that's some
He's
good
doing
footage,
that.
man.
With
That was
Bloodlust
terrible.
being added to the game in this expansion, it didn't give the sated debuff. So
Fact.
it could be chain cast by multiple shamans.
Fact.
Don't know that one.
That's a fact, man. Just say fact.
That's
Yeah,
why you
it's-
take so
it's
many
fact.
shamans. You
Fact.
just rotate them in the
Bloodlust
big
was added to
DPS
the game
group.
in TBC.
Because you
It worked
can
basically
even,
like it does today, except it
shamans
didn't give the
into
Sata
groups
debuff and
just
only
keep
worked on
working
their
with
party
Bloodlust.
members and not your
I never
entire
played
raid.
Shaman, mate.
So you could chain
me
cast
neither.
Bloodlust on a party
just-
if you had
I
enough
know when I
shamans
have
in it,
bloodlust.
which was something that was done by a lot of raids. And
Sounds like a
kind of the
bad
reason
Friday
they
night.
added the Sata debuff. Paladins received a taunt ability in TBC, which, with a few other changes, allowed them to
Yes,
tank.
this is true.
Yeah, they got
This is
pretty
crap.
righteous defense,
It's
crap.
didn't they?
It's crap.
Yeah, all the
It's fact. It is crap, but it's fact.
Paladins didn't receive a taunt ability until the Burning Crusade,
Cheers, human.
which,
Yeah.
with a few other changes,
That's why I'm
like
currently leveling
getting a
one.
few buffs to their damage
I'm just gonna
reduction,
boost one.
allowed them to
I'm
actually
gonna level my
tank
mage and
stuff,
boost a paladin.
whereas previously
Oh,
only
to it.
warriors were
Boost your
viable
mage.
tanks.
Level
With
up
the
Paladin.
addition of vehicle combat, the
nope,
Battleground
because now I'm
Strands
in
of the
ZF.
Ancients
False.
was added to
Ah,
the
fair
game.
enough.
False.
False.
Yeah, there's
It's
no
false.
way that was in
It was I, the
TBC.
Storm, that got added.
Crap.
Yeah.
The Ancients wasn't added to the
By
game
the way,
until
Mincy, you
Wrath
want to
of the
boost
Lich
Mr.
King.
Cates later?
And also, vehicle combat wasn't added to the
this
game
is
until
okay,
Wrath.
yeah, I might be able to help
But
you.
there was little
This
nuggets
is
of
unpopular
Blizzard
opinion, but I
experimenting
really
with
like
types
this
of vehicle
battleground.
combat with some of the quests you did in Outlands.
Is this Mist, right? Is
the
that when
Burning
this came in?
Crusade had more
Wrath,
dungeons
I think.
added to the
Sure.
game than any other expansion.
Oh.
This is true. Fact.
True. Yeah.
No, I'd say.
This is-
Oh, it says
I don't know.
expansion.
The Burning Crusade
Yeah,
had
I'd say
16 dungeons, not
Yeah.
including
Crap.
any raids. Wrath of the Lich King also
just one
had
of the big-
16 dungeons added. So
that
technically,
means
it's
Warlords?
tied for the most.
Oh, fuck
The reason
off.
TBC had so many dungeons was mainly
I thought it
because
was
they
Wrath,
reused a lot of the
so-
same assets for a lot of the dungeons.
So it was a shared first
and some of them are
place. What the fuck?
located in little
Yeah,
clusters.
we'll just mark
where
it as
3
we're
or 4
both
of the
right.
dungeons were right next to each other.
Same,
And the
but
point of the game
different.
with the most amount of
Yeah.
dungeons was Classic WoW, which has like 20 of them, I think. TBC added a new alchemy lab in the Shadow Labyrinth, keeping true to alchemy
Crap.
labs only
Crap.
appearing inside of dungeons.
That's not
Yeah,
real.
because there's one in
False.
Shattrath about the,
Yeah, this is crap.
what are they called? The,
Crap.
The
The
feather
Burning
people.
Crusade was the first expansion
Yeah,
to have an
those.
alchemy lab in a major city, as they added one to Shattrath.
The feather
Before the Burning
people is all I can
Crusade,
think
there were
of.
only 2 alchemy labs in the game.
Those are
One
called-
located in Skullomance and the other in
Sketties
Blackwing Lair.
people, right?
And
Oh,
alchemy
Sketty.
labs were required to create flasks. So having one in a major city
This is a
was
hands-free
much
cigarette
loved
holder. If you didn't
convenience.
notice that, guys.
Before they removed alchemy lab requirements
Yeah.
later on in Wrath of the
You're
Lich
about to
King.
have a great time.
All right, and that's the end of the quiz. I'll have a grading scale on screen to see how well you did.
Oh, but
At least
we got
if
them
you
all
got it
right.
You passed.
I think we all got
I took your
A's on
feedback
that
from the
one.
last
got-
one I
I
did
got one
and
wrong.
put in a
I got one
lot
wrong.
I
left.
got about 4
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, mute up.
And let's try and respect the chat because they probably do want to listen to it, you know. So let's do it. Ready?
But it's not drinking tonight, my asshole. My mom's gonna be real pissed that I took
Wait,
her whole
what
bottle.
video are we watching? What is this?
It's a quiz.
Oh,
Shut
okay.
up, quick toes, come on.
shut your whore mouth.
I don't know what type of quiz it is, but it's World of Warcraft, so let's just find out. It's the same guy who done the other one. Apart from me,
Guild Wars
spent
2.
a lot of time doing some intro.
This
This
doesn't
is
look
not-
like WoW.
This doesn't look
This is
like
an
that.
ad or something.
This is an advert. Someone's get the motherfucking advert.
This shit
It's not
looks
an
great.
advert.
Like this shit looks so good.
It's going to a shaman. Watch, it's gonna be a shaman because it's the earth.
Come on,
Watch.
someone-
It looks
Come-
like
come-
it's
come-
going to a
That's a
fucking
hunter.
Jedi.
Can we not even skip
Yeah.
this advert? What the fuck's going on?
You got an
7-minute ad.
It's a 7-minute advert. What is going on?
What have you sent us here, mate?
Action. Florino ends with a dab.
Moreno, fucking dab. Do a triple dab. That wasn't a dab, that was a melee rock.
It's a double dab.
It's the double.
God damn it.
Oh, there
Double.
it is.
I mean,
Florino broken.
is this actually happening right now? I need to make it a little bit bigger just to really appreciate it.
Somebody said it's
Yeah, I didn't
Moreno
think you did.
broken.
What did I just tune into? Legendary. YouTube.
I think I'm just gonna say
Is
it.
he like moonwalking? He's moonwalking. He was moonwalking. Oh, and now he's a robot?
It's a very fluent robot.
That it is.
Oh, he's hitting the Fortnite dance.
He's buffering.
He's buffering.
What's he doing? Come on, man. Let's get back onto the quiz.
So we leave that guy in the club who's like dancing and everyone just.
Hey, just take his brain and delete it.
Oh,
Alright, let's get back to the game, boys.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank.
Thing
Let's
to
go.
do.
We got it.
There'll be 3 stages
1
of
second.
difficulty.
I've
First 5 questions.
closed it.
The next
Oh,
10
fuck.
questions
on your
will be
Discord
medium
again.
difficulty.
Oh, this-
and then the last
Stop! Don't stop!
That's
Just
fine.
pause.
Wait.
Stop! I'm pausing.
rating scale at the end of the video to see.
You want me to pause
Right,
it?
leave it. Leave it. Just leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
That's good.
what kind of wine are you drinking, Mincy?
I'm drinking
fuck- it's not
cupcake
wine, it's Prosecco.
bro.
What?
Yeah, it's different.
It's cupcake wine?
It's not.
Is
It's,
that-
it's
is that-
prosecco. It's not different.
It's a dessert wine.
It's-
It's super sweet.
Yeah, it's super sweet.
Ooh.
I think
It's
it's
gonna fuck his stomach up so bad.
No,
He's gonna
I'm
shit his
pretty good with
pants.
shit like that. Hell yeah, baby.
Right.
I
Are we
love
ready
it.
to go? Are you ready, Tommy?
Of course I am.
30%.
I was born ready.
Oh, I know you're
Came
born
out-
ready, son. Right. Let's do it.
Came out of blue. What? Ready?
Chat. Want to see your answers? Want to see your answers in chat, guys? On
Yeah. Come on.
Oh,
Big step,
fucking-
2-step,
Let's do it.
2-step.
Now let's
All right. Someone else press play because clearly
All right.
we're arguing over
Hands up.
pressing play.
get
Everybody
started.
hands up.
There we go.
Quick Toes has
The
got it.
Bastion of Twilight is
Alright.
located in the zone of the Twilight Highlands.
True
Facts.
fucking story.
That's
That's
true.
actually
Yeah.
crap. That's
True.
crap.
Come on, true. Let's have true in chat.
Fact.
Who the
This
fuck
raid
said
is in
crap?
fact located
Fact.
in the raid
Fucking
that shares
true
part
story.
of its name.
What?
The world of Azeroth is actually
Bro, do you
flat.
even play WoW, bro?
The world of
Fact.
Azeroth is actually fact. 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 It's got to be in it.
I mean, the map's
Fact.
flat.
Despite the fact
That's
that the
bullshit.
game
It's a
world
world,
is
bro.
probably
You see it in Burning
flat.
Crusade. It's a
In
world.
war, it is
That's
mostly
one world.
underground,
No, it's
as
flat.
we've even seen it from
That's 2
space.
for me. I'm in the
That's
All
lead.
zombie
Who's it
dragons in
again?
WoW are straight up immune to magic.
That's true.
That's false.
No, no,
Yeah,
that's
it's
false.
false.
That's all the bollocks.
False.
Yeah.
False.
Crap.
False.
But traditional
That's
zombie
3.
dragons
Somebody
in
dragons
PvC
that made
are
yourself
somewhat
on?
immune to magic, and that's why Syndragosa has an anti-magic mechanic on her fight. The name of Tyrion's sword, which was powerful enough to turn undead into ash, was known as the Lightbringer.
False.
Yes.
No,
False.
that's
Well,
true.
That's
true,
crap.
That's true. I'm going
crap.
against
It
false.
wasn't.
Ashbringer.
Its
crap.
actual
Yeah,
name is the Ashbringer.
Ashbringer,
It is one of
yeah.
the most famous swords in game.
Tommy P's wrong.
Azeroth actually has 2 moons
Yeah, this
instead
is
of
fact.
1.
This is
No.
fact.
Crap. That's
No.
Tatooine.
Bollocks.
It's
That's
Outland. It's Outland. It's false.
Fact.
Crap.
The world of Azeroth
Tatooine.
has 2 moons. They
No,
are
no.
called
Well,
the
yeah.
It's
Azeroth is
Tatooine.
not real though.
And now we'll go
Tatooine
on to
is.
the medium level questions.
Okay,
There'll be
this
10
medium was-
questions in this part. None of them should
That
be
was
too
hard for me.
difficult.
What?
That's no moon. That's a space
was
station.
required for a character to be attuned to Blackwing Lair.
Yeah, that's crap.
True.
Crap.
That's crap.
Crap.
That's
crap.
crap. It's
That's
crap.
not
It's true.
true.
Fact.
It's crap.
Obtaining the brand
crap.
was the
That's right.
last thing players
you
needed to
guys.
do to attune to
that's
Blackwing
right.
Lair. And then afterwards, players could click on the Orb of Command in order to teleport to Black
We're
Pit
just
Lair.
we're just saying crap and true at the same
demon
time.
pit lord named Ner'zhul was the ruler of Outland before being imprisoned by Illidan Stormrage.
Now
Crap.
this is crap.
Crap,
False,
crap,
yeah, false.
big old crap.
Yeah, Ner'zhul's
Everyone
a-
knows it was
Well,
Hemit
1 point.
Nezinwary. It's crap.
Crap. The pit lord's name was actually Magtheridon, and is used as the boss
Maggie.
fight in the Burning Crusade.
That's what
Ner'zhul is a
exactly.
completely different guy,
That's
and
cool.
is
Let
most
us
famous
know that
for
he
being
needed
part of
shit
the Lich
right
King.
now.
Including
Yeah, that's Zach
thumbs,
for you.
gnomes have 4 fingers on
That's
each
fact.
hand.
That's fact.
Inbreds.
That's true.
I'll
Yeah,
I'll go with crap. I don't know. I'll go with crap.
Fact.
I'm pretty sure
Most
that's right.
races in
yeah.
WoW
I
have
don't- I don't
normally
know.
5 fingers,
And that's why I
but
made
gnomes
gnome.
do not, though.
They only have
I
3.
also think Taurens only have 3 fingers. So
Yep.
they have the
Taurens
least
don't
amount
have
of fingers.
fingers,
of
they're
all
fucking-
races.
The
Chaos.
goals.
They
Epic
got
Staff
paws.
from Vanilla WoW has the ability to shift into 2 forms.
Anathema
One of its
and
forms
Benediction.
is called Benediction. The name of
got
its
lost.
other form
It's not Rock
Yeah.
Galar.
Shit,
It's
it's
not
bollocks.
Rock Galar, is it?
Bollocks.
That's
Bollocks. Bollocks.
This is false.
Yeah.
This is false.
It's not Rock
Rock
Galar.
Galar is the hunter fucking weapon. Benediction
Crap.
is the
Yeah.
priest
Its other
weapon.
form is called
Here we go.
Anathema. Rock Dalar is a famous hunter bow from Vanilla, and Benediction, being able to transform
Staff of
into
Jordan.
Anathema, was a very famous staff in Vanilla WoW.
I think I might buy Staff
Also,
of Jordan
apologies
tonight.
if I'm getting any of these names incorrect.
Me too.
I'm no pronunciation expert. The zone in which the abomination known as Stitches is located
This
is called
is-
Crap,
the
crap,
Tyrus
crap,
Forest.
crap, crap. It's Darkshire.
It's in
It's Dark Side.
Duskwood. Duskwood.
Big old
Yeah, this
bag
is
of
fact.
crap.
It's in Duskwood.
Bollocks.
Crap. Stitches is actually located in the Duskwood, in both Vanilla
Yeah,
WoW and
let's
the
go.
live version of the game.
It's a level
Getting
35 elite.
reputation with the Klaxi faction is needed to obtain the Amber Scorpion mount.
True. That is very true.
True.
Crap,
Yeah.
crap, crap, crap.
Very true.
Oh, that's true.
Very true. Very
Oh
true.
no.
Cause that was
Just like clap, clap, clap,
area,
clap.
right?
I'll go for a
Fact.
piss.
Getting exalted
Fuck.
reputations with the Klaxi allows you to purchase the Amber Scorpion mount.
Well,
The
that'll be
maximum
I'll be
number
doing
of
that.
total players that can enter an arena is 5.
Crap,
That's,
crap.
that's false because it's 10.
Yeah.
False. Yeah. Well, it depends on when they're talking about. But it's false right now.
No, maximum number of
Crap.
total players.
The
is
maximum
10.
number
10.
of players allowed in an arena
Oh, you're right.
is 6. As
Oh,
during
it's
a
6.
3v3
Yeah, 'cause
arena
sometimes
match,
in retail.
there will be
You
6
can only
players
do-
total
yeah,
in the
right?
arena. There
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
be a
Either way, it's
5v5
false, I guess.
arena mode, but even then, that would have meant 10 players in the arena
Yeah.
at
So
once.
either way. So that's where my
Dalaran
logic was.
originally
Yeah.
located in the
Yeah.
Hillsbrad foothills before being moved to Northrend
You
and
know,
then the Broken
this
This
Shore.
is true. This is true.
Yeah, it is true. It was the
Because
broken
I've changed my answer to
Dalaran
crap
on
right
the
now.
ground.
That's true.
I say true. I say true.
Fact.
Yeah, it is. It's
The
true.
Dalaran crater
That's
is still
fucking
fact.
located
There
in
it
the
is.
Hillsbrad foothills.
Come on,
That's
we're gonna
and is a
live it.
location that mages can teleport
You ever
to.
try running into that shit?
Players
Yeah,
do
that's
not
the
have
Java
access to the
attunement.
baseline stat of mastery until hitting exactly level 80.
That's crap.
No, that's true.
Yeah, I don't think
It's in
that's
no
was a
gear.
thing.
I don't know.
It's true.
Crap.
Yeah.
It was
I
changed
knew
to
it.
level 78.
2
in
levels.
Legion.
Oh, it's
Mastery
changed
is
in
the only
Legion. See?
baseline stat that you
Fuck that.
don't
As of
unlock until
Wrath?
higher levels. It's
But
kind
I
of
don't
weird
know.
that it's
Retail,
still
yeah.
this way after so many years, though. The name of the dungeon, in which players travel back in time over 10,000 years to confront Queen Ajara
We're
and
the
Manoroth,
ancients.
is known
No,
as
that's
the
false.
War of the
No,
Ancients.
War of the Ancients happened
yeah.
in the original lore of WoW. It's not War of the
Yeah,
Ancients.
that's
That's
false.
false.
Oh shit.
Bollocks.
Or maybe.
Crap. It's actually called the Well of Eternity.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Although the war which takes place in that
Bingo.
instance is called the War of the
Bingo.
Ancients, and the
Feels like
dungeon
I've
is
been
even
playing a
referred
different
to
game.
it as the War of the Ancients in the game's files.
You should try
Well,
The
it's
Puppet
like-
dungeon is officially
It's like you never
named
played the game at
the
all.
Well of Eternity. And now onto the
Victor's like a
questions.
rogue.
Oh, hang on, we got a hard
Yeah,
question.
If
coming
five
in.
is correct, you get 1 bonus point at
What
the
do we
end.
get for this bonus point,
The
Scott?
following 3 are all
Andy's.
first names of the Bronzebeard brothers.
This is facts. This is facts.
And those are
Yeah, that's true.
Bran,
That's true.
Magni, and Mirrodin.
That's true.
Yes.
Wait, is
it's
Murden
false.
a
Brands,
Crap, crap.
Brandbeard, Magni, Brandbeard.
Oh.
Is Murden a Bronzebeard?
I'd say false. False.
I think it's true.
Fact. That is indeed the name of all of the Bronzebeards,
Well, I thought they
and
changed
all
the
of
merge
them
name a
are
little bit.
important
That's why I
lore
said crap.
characters.
Not done
So
that well.
these brothers are all famous.
Tommy, what are you at?
At
I got one
Vol'jin's
wrong.
funeral in Legion,
I've got
there is an uninvited
6
guest
wrong.
who is hidden behind some rocks. The name of this individual
Oh.
is Tirathan Court.
I don't even know this.
Bullshit.
I'm going fact.
Bullshit.
Because there is somebody hidden.
I'm calling true. I'm calling true.
I'm going bullshit, and I didn't even play that far in Legion.
Fact.
Yes,
This is a
Damn
little
it.
Easter egg for people who
I've
read
got
the book
7 wrong
Shadows
now.
of the Horde.
Shadows of
In
the
the book,
Horde.
Vol'jin is
I just know
taken by the Shadow
Vol'jin
Pan
got
and
fucked
trained
up,
in some of the monk ways alongside a
from-
human hunter
what's her bitch?
named Tirathan
Sylvanas.
Court,
In the original
while
Warcraft
recovering
3
from being
movie.
poisoned by
Yeah.
Garrosh's
I
men.
knew there was somebody
A
on
lot of
that
stuff
field, I just
happens
couldn't
and they
remember
become
his
best
fucking
friends,
name.
despite how much their sides hate each other, and made a promise that if one day one of them were to ever die, the other would kill the person
DJ
who killed
Scott,
them.
does Tommy even play this game?
The following 3 are the names of the 3 capture points in the battle for Gilneas
That's
Battleground.
That's true.
those
That
are-
is true.
The Mines,
That's true.
Lighthouse,
Fact all over that.
and
This is
Waterways.
facts.
I love Battle for Gilneas.
Yeah, facts.
That's probably one of my favorite battlegrounds.
We're all going
Okay,
fact.
that BG sucks dick.
Oh, fuck you. That's amazing.
He's the only American I don't
The Battle for
associate with
Gilneas
now. I'm
probably
just gonna
has
say that.
the least amount of capture points of all the battlegrounds that have capture points.
Does it like fucking
Players could
Gilneas?
obtain a
Cheeky
hefty
bastard.
amount of legendaries
I'll
in
just
vanilla
play
WoW.
Strand of the
Excluding
Ancients.
quest
Shush,
items,
wait, what's
stackables,
this?
and the necklace legendary, the amount of legendaries players could obtain in vanilla WoW was exactly 6. And this number does include all 4 versions of the Atiash staff.
Thunder Fury.
Thunder Fury and
True.
Ragnaros.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
false.
bullshit.
It's
It's,
false.
bullshit because you
false.
could get a neck. You could get a neck from from
Fact.
Ragnaros as well.
Thunder Fury
Hey,
and
look.
Bullshit.
Sulphurus
Yeah,
are
it's
the
bullshit.
legendary weapons.
You could get a
Plus
legendary
the
neck.
4
Fucking
Atiash
crazy that I
stacks
know
for a
what it
total
said.
of
Shit,
6
son.
legendary
Right.
weapons that could be
Oh, did it
obtained
say
by
excluding a
players.
neck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't read it. I didn't get
Longest
time.
You were
boss
right. Me and Scotty were
unkilled
right.
since players were first able to attempt killing that boss was not Cthulhu, but was actually Oro, a worm boss in the same raid.
False.
The boss is gone.
I think that's fact.
They,
No,
they literally had to
No, it wasn't. It was Ragnaros.
There's no way.
It was Ragnaros.
Cthulhu went down 86 days
Oh,
after
were
the
they not
death of
including
the
other
Twin
raids?
Empress.
Because
And
Ragnaros took the
Oro
longest to
went
go down, if I remember
87
rightly.
days
How the-
after the death of the Twin
How the
Empress.
fuck that
The reason
hard?
Oro went down later was because
That's
it was a
vanilla.
side boss full of bugs
How are
that
they
made it
doing
almost
Cthulhu
unkillable,
without killing him?
and it was less of a priority
You can
than
skip.
killing Cthulhu.
Ah, fair enough.
All right, and that's the end of the quiz.
I don't know how we
I'll
got
have
it.
a grading scale on screen, and if you got all 5 of the hard questions correct,
Fuck
go
yeah,
ahead and
CBs,
give
get in the
yourself one
Discord.
bonus
Hell
point.
yeah.
So if you got 18 or more points,
Scotty, have you
are
seen
a
your
World
fucking
of
Discord blow up,
Warcraft
by
expert.
the way?
Yeah, it's gone up by about 600-700 in the last 2